Okay. Guys, how dare we not show you? So I'm traipsing out here in the cold. Can y'all see me? We're live here, okay? We're gonna go see the shoe. Prepare for the weather, though. While we're getting there, there's a hot mess. While we're getting there, guys, we've been talking preparation. We've been talking assessment. Check us out. Only thing I need you to do is sign up for the www.JKM&A.com. Go to the website, and we can give you access.
Welcome to Chatting Up the Mindsets. Mindset Chatted Up Talks. Chat, talking and mindset.
How do I get this off my phone? Well, I'm not looking at it right now. See, it's up here in the home. I got it. See, I got two of them.
I don't know what that is.
It says remove. I don't know what it is.
All right, there we go.
I have no idea what I did. Let's see if I can find what I'm really looking for. This. Okay. Okay. And the time has begun. I'm Joy.
And I am Tease.
Joy and Tease talk mindset. You always doing the most. You always, and then you talk about why I take over. Anyway, I'm not gonna let you play into my time, guys. If you can see, yes, I am prepared for our winter advisory.
You not prepared, your arms exposed.
Well, in the
You
room,
don't have on a hat.
in here, let me tell you. I ain't gonna let her come in here on mine. She's so quick to tell me and judge. Anyway, this warmth is what I needed because I know that I sit closest to the window, and we had to turn off the heater for the sound effect. And I was just like, I don't want to get too cool, but I'm inside. So this, I prepared for the temperature in this room, and it's enough. It's nice and warm.
I don't feel like that's gonna cover you at all.
Anyway, guys, this is what we're going to talk about. Preparation. A lot of preparation has gone into this winter advisory. There has been grocery runs, runs to the church, leave the water, put some antifreeze in the toilets. Did y'all know about that? That's an old technique from my dad because we had this old little wooden church out in Jefferson, Texas. And he would go to the church and put antifreeze in the tanks to make sure that they didn't burst or explode because of the water.
No.
So, preparation. I was listening. This is my inspiration today, guys. Psalms 119, we talked about loving faithfully. So that faithful really stuck with me. But then I heard, and I've heard the story before, but it's that story where you had the two guys who was chopping, they were lumberjacks and they were gonna chop down the tree. And so you had the stronger, younger one. He was really out there going, but you had the older one who kept taking the breaks. And every time he took a break, he would sharpen his axe. But today I heard a different little version, a little play on that, was Eric Thomas was talking about, or E.T., or the hip hop preacher, whichever one you know him by. He was talking about sharpen your axe before you cut the tree. And that stuck with me. And my mindset took on, you must be faithful in the preparation. That's how my mind put it together. You must be faithful in the preparation, or all of these other things you're doing, all these other actions, cutting the tree. Guess what? It makes no sense. You're wasting time. It's taking longer, and in some cases, guess what? You'll never finish because you need a sharp axe to cut the tree. So today, that's what we're talking about. Preparation and being faithful about it. I just don't think that we take it as serious as we should.
Yeah.
I'm coming over here because I don't want to do all the talking, because I will just over talk her. And she lets me know if I keep talking, she won't talk. So, guys, and I know how much you love her, so.
Oh, I didn't know that that's what the pause is for. I thought you forgot.
know what? You are no.
I thought you forgot.
No,
what
you forgot. No, you forgot. Hey, y'all. Y'all see this? This piece that's still missing from my mic. The little cushion I still got a hole in my mic cover. So don't start talking about what I forgot. You supposed to be gluing that 3 episodes ago. This is the 3rd one.
All I have to say is this. I got to set up the camera. I got to set up the lights. Make sure the mics work. Make sure we got all the stuff that go to the mic. Then I got to say chat in the mindset talk or whatever it is all the time. Then I got to go in my room and edit all the footage and the audio. So if the audio whack, it's my fault. Most of it is. But I'm learning. Okay? Just
Do you want me to
be
do it? I can
patient.
help.
I don't want you doing that.
See,
I'm
y'all
just
see?
saying.
Anytime I offer help, she kicked me out.
She don't know what she doing.
Right.
So I ain't had time to
But you did.
fix that.
You said you were going to do it. I'm just saying, since you're talking about forgetfulness, have you prepared to finish strong, to start this project?
No, because it ain't done.
Exactly, guys. If you don't prepare to finish strong, you won't even start. We're going to be talking about that. We're just excited about talking about that this past quarter, about the failure to launch. And I have learned in my new thing, that's what I introduced at Java with Joy, was I introduced the fact that, hey, excuse me, guys, I started a new book, okay? But I'm preparing. Have I even written 1 word of the first chapter?
Wait, hold on. Do you need a throat lozenge? Because I can go get you one.
Did you really just cut me off for that? No, I don't need a throat lozenge. Have you forgot that I'm doing my cleanse?
Oh, yeah, you keep telling me that. I forgot.
We're going to have to work in this program. You keep forgetting stuff. You need, first of all, guys, let's write some stuff down. In our preparation, we have to write it down. That's what I've been spending my time doing. I'm working through a couple of methods. I'm doing the snowflake method and the SEQ, the story equation. So, because I like to blend them. That's one thing I like about the snowflake method. They tell you to adjust as you, according to you. And I love that because I know me. I work at knowing me. I prepare for success by even having my assessment. Okay? So in my planning, I knew what I wanted to do. This was my goal. I've got to start the book. But to set myself up for success, in my prepping, it has taken a while. Guys, this is what on ET said, and I loved it. The guy said if he had 4 hours to cut the tree, he's going to take 3 hours to sharpen his axe.
Wow.
That's the preparation time. He's preparing the axe, sharpening it to do the work. We spend a lot of time wasting time and not getting anything done by doing activity, but we didn't prepare. In preparation, you go in there, you count up the costs, you plot out what you need to do to finish, what it looks like. You should have an idea. I am a pantser. Guys, I do. I don't cut it. I will be the first one to tell you. I used to tell you, it don't take all that planning. But I'm learning. My planning just doesn't look as detailed as a person who's an actual planner. But I have to plan. In that planning, that is my preparation. So, what did I do? Because I know some things about me. I'm competitive. I work well in groups. And if a system is set up, that's me. I'm gonna hit it passionately and aggressively. So, what are some things I put in place in preparation? First of all, I shot my ideas to my agent and my writing coach. Okay? Love when they start getting there and they start giving me pointers like, okay, think of this, think of that, think of this. One came with the publishing side. Make sure your word count is this, because I can pitch that idea because I really like it and I see where it can fit with these different publishers. Okay? But then I get over here with my writing coach and she's like, okay, because what I gave her was my big paragraph synopsis, and I gave her, because she had asked me when I said, oh, I want to write a new story, she was just like, okay, what do you love to do? What do you spend your time watching? So she just started asking me some questions. Then I came up with the idea, wrote the idea down, started imagining and dreaming what my couples could, just letting the story play in my head, right? So, but guys, Don't leave it in your head. Write it down and tell somebody. And that's what I did, okay? So send her some ideas. I knew it wasn't concrete. Sometimes people wait until they finish, but sometimes you got to share in the early stages. And I know if they're like me, I hate for somebody not to like my idea. So that can be a little hard, but do it. Because I loved it because she was like, oh, this is great, but what about this? So she helped direct me a little better. So that was great. And then I said, what? Okay, I joined a group that have write-ins at the first of the month. That's why I waited and said, I'm going to take my preparation time of planning and researching. Basic questions I need to ask. What's the epiphany? What's the conflict? Who's the hero, the heroine? What types? You know, there's just background information you need to go research. Okay? And so here I am doing that. But I said, okay, the first Saturday of the month, this group that I've been invited to, they have a write-in. And you check in so many hours and so I said, that's going to be my start date. So I prepared to make sure that start happens. I've already told them I'm going to be there. You know, if I say it, then and it's in the planner, right? So I did that. And now, by going through the methods from Coach and the craft books that I read, I will have the chapters and the basic things I need in each one mapped out before my writing. So that my goal is to start writing, and when I leave there, my goal is 10,000 words. You know, Saturday. And you can easily do that. You can easily do that on all the different increments if you already have those things in place.
That's good. Is this you giving me an opportunity to talk about your SEQ?
Yes.
I have nothing to say.
Or talk about preparation.
Oh.
I was like, why would you talk about the SEQ? Do you know what that is?
Nope.
That was like, why would you be talking about the SEQ? That's the story.
SEQ stands, so the E and the Q are also equations.
Yes, that's exactly right. Story equation.
Okay.
The E and the Q's together.
Huh. I like that. I want to know what our people don't like to, like what delays their start. I think that's my, cause like I want to engage with y'all. I want to know what y'all don't like starting. Like in the morning, I know I need to make up my bed, but I don't want to make it up at all. And I have this this planner that I'm working on. I don't want to do it. I do not want to do it. And it's not even because I'm lazy. I don't want to sit there and read through it. Now, it's not even that I'm not an avid reader, because I am. I read all the time. I read 2 or 3 books a month. So that's not even my problem. It's just that I've learned that when it comes to me.
I was just want to say, if it ain't you doing stuff for somebody else and it's just you.
Yes. Like I'm driven by doing stuff for other people.
Yeah.
But I recognize the root of that. And it's not necessarily a bad thing if you have balance, but I love affirmation. Like that's my love language. It's words of affirmation. So when you do something for somebody, what do they typically do?
Thank you.
I don't tell myself thank you.
That's really good. You're right.
It was like, there's no gratification in what I do. So as it relates to preparation, I was like, I have to prepare my mindset for the fact that you actually create works of art for people.
Yeah.
And the slower it takes you to get that done, because you're doing everything else for everybody else, the longer it's going to take for you to receive that thank you if they like what I do. So my preparation starts in my mindset. It always starts in my mind, as some of y'all may not know this, but as it relates to the DISC assessment, I am my highest one is conscientiousness, or I'm a high C. So we typically live in our heads. And we're always thinking, mapping things out. You can say the dog jumped. That's all. And I'm gonna be like, why he jumped? And how high did he jump? And when it jumped, did it jump into something? And if he jumped into something, did it knock it down? Did it start a fire? And like all these things are going on in my head within seconds. So I have to say to myself, okay, Latisse, what needs to be done today? Why does it need to be done today? What steps can you take to get to XYZ? So when it comes to like the shoe preparation portion of what I do, because I customize shoes, jackets.
She doing that.
Oh
my goodness.
It's so nice.
Clean.
And I love it. I don't even want to get him his shoe back.
It's so good.
And I typically do not like, I love what I do, but I'm always like, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. I should have done this and I should have done that. There's very seldom a time that I stare at a shoe and say, that's a bad shoe. And that's this one. Anyway, what I've learned in the process of doing what I do, I've been doing it for about 5 years now, is if I neglect the part that I kind of hate, and that's the preparation part, then the person can walk in the grass and the paint's gonna automatically come off the shoe, because it takes, you have to sand it, you have to take acetone to it, you have to determine what type of material it is it leather, is it suede, is it cowhide, whatever the case may be. You got to go in there and research it, figure out what type of material you're dealing with, and then go in and fix it.
That today. Go ahead.
So preparation is huge for me, because if I haven't prepared and gone through the preparation stage, I might as well just not do the shoe. I've wasted my time. And paint and supplies.
Wasn't that so good? I was all engrossed, and I know what you do. It's
Wait,
such
what?
good information. I love what she does. But even though we're in the different ends of the spectrum in creativity, same thing. What you say? If I don't prepare, you talked about some things that can happen if you don't.
Yeah.
Not just finishing, but you could finish and it still be a flop.
Yes, it's not. It's a guarantee. It's gonna flop, because the paint has to adhere, and if it can't adhere, because you have to remember that when you do shoes, when you get your shoes, they prepare the shoe to weather the storms that you're gonna face. So there's coatings on the top. There's a acrylic coating, a silicone, whatever type of coating there is, there's a coating. And so I have to go in and remove that coating, so that now my stuff is raw. I almost said image, because you can do more with a raw image as well. Anyway, that's on the other side of what I do. But I remember one time I was doing my own shoes, and as soon as I walked through the grass, because you know, y'all, we live in the country, so the grass here will fight you dead if you don't cut it. And it rubbed the paint off. And even in the creases, especially when you're wearing gym shoes or sneakers, that's what y'all call them, sneakers, the creases, the more it wears, the more you remove the paint. Anyway, so preparation is huge for what I do.
I love it, love it, love it. So our takeaway, you would say?
Prepare. And I know for me, I'm big on time and wasting my time. And what I had to come to the realization of was that I was spending the exact same amount of time. I have a saying that I created on my own, and it's called there's no shortcuts to graphic design. And what that means is that don't try to shortcut it. I used to try to go in, copy and paste, and just throw it on there. No, you're going to spend the same amount of time shortcutting as you do just doing it the right way to begin with. So if there's any takeaway, I say just do it. Oh, where's the Nike? Oh, you can't see it. Just do it. Get it done. Start. Period. And prepare. Go through the preparation stage.
So take more time to sharpen your axe.
Yes.
Than cutting the tree. Preparation is important, and I'm saying change your mindset about it.
Yeah.
It's a must. We want to do it right, and we want to be effective. What we're producing, just like I've been telling people, it bless my heart to be contacted and said that what I do, even with Psalms 119, how it touched their life.
Yeah.
We even have to do it, guys, because it's not about us. someone else is depending on us. And if I hadn't prepared for what I'm to do, when I'm tired, I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
It wouldn't come forth.
Yeah.
So guys, on today, you heard it. What we do, I love what you said. There's no affirmation, but the affirmation can come on the day you least expect it.
Yes.
So we have to prepare every day because it's not about us.
Amen. It's not.
They better take that and run with it.
Not today though, because it's winter weather, and I don't want you to slip and fall. How about that?
Be careful out there, guys. We love y'all.
You know what? This cold weather make my
We need a closer.
injury flare up.
Ooh, what's that closing line?
I don't know.
Access.
Do you see what I'm talking about with the gold?
Looky there.
That gold brought that out a lot.
Look how beautiful.
I gotta go in and add the glossy part on this because it was actually patent leather at one point. Until I prepared it and sanded it.
Do that again.
No.
She acted silly. I wanted to catch it.
And then this part is shiny, but this part is matte. But that's what I was talking about, going in and having to, in order for this paint to adhere, I had to sand it. That's the word. So yeah, because otherwise he could put a stick on there and rip it off and all that's coming off. And that's just too much work. Look at all that detail.
Ooh.